Hello and welcome to the Monster Magic review of the King's Secret. Let's do this!
Ready for this!
Yes, this is the King's Secret by Matthew Wright and Mark Bennett. It's a rehash of the Queen's Nose, which they did for the Queen's Jubilee. This is the King's Secret for the King's Coronation. Yeah, they missed out the Queen's funeral. I don't know, maybe there just wasn't time in between, but fingers crossed they've got something planned for Princess Eugenie's sleepover next November.
This is the King's Secret. Keep it hush hush. Thank you very much.
Not that king, you dirty birth, King Charles.
Now, if you don't know the plot because you missed out on the Queen's Nose, you're a fool if you did. Then what happens is a spectator freely chooses a card. That card gets lost in the deck. There's no chance of anybody finding it. An indifferent card is shown, and a different card is placed upon that spectator's hand, and on top of that is placed a coin. The spectator is asked to say the name of their card and hocus pocus. They then turn over the indifferent card that's been under the coin the whole time, and wham! Yes, it has changed into their selection. But that's not it. No, there's more. Believe me, there's more. After that, the indifferent cards turn back down. The coin is placed back on top. Another card is selected. That card is lost in the deck. And yet when the spectator whispers hocus pocus and names their card once again, they turn over the card that's been under the coin and it's not their card. No. But they then turn the coin over and on the back of the coin is the very card that they selected. It's got the clarity of the effect, it's got two phases, and each phase is really, really powerful. Now, we're magicians, and we've seen these effects many, many times, but believe me, when they turn over that card for the first phase, it really does hit them. It is a great, powerful moment. And then you get the second phase, and when that back of that coin has their card on it, they are blown out of the water. Now, all of this is wonderfully wrapped in this great story about the King's Noble 52. Yes, because King Charles is of course a member of the Magic Circle, but not only that, because he doesn't want to hang out with us, he's got a separate group of 52 of his best magicians, and they've got their own little club.
Well, obviously, one was thrilled when Matthew and Mark asked me to reveal my secret to one's magic community. I mean, that little turd Harry has been publishing his secrets all year. I mean, Camilla, get me my cups and balls. I'm sure they'd love to see my cups and balls.
And that story is just a great hook. It's a lot of fun to perform this trick because they get into it. You really can sell this as best you can. You really put your life and soul into selling the story about King Charles. He is a genuine member of the Magic Circle, so you're not really lying that much. And then you get to show them the coin. And this is the way the coin gets talked about, the coin gets examined, but really they're just looking at it. So when the back of that coin changes, they've got no idea. Now, the props are beautiful. The props are really, really well made. If you got the Queen's Nose, you'd know that those coins were a little bit light when you held them and they had a little tinny sound when you jangled them around. Not so with these puppies. No, these puppies are heavy and they clank. Now, the cards are beautiful to look at. They most certainly are. They have all glitzy gold carbon effect, which is wonderful and really ties in with this secret club of the Noble 52. Unfortunately, they handle like custard. I don't know what it is, but they just want to hit the floor. Fortunately, the trick is very, very easy to do. The card section of the trick, really you just need a couple of the very basic sleights, and we're talking that twin elevator move.
Bonjour, apostrophe, Camembert, petit pois. Je m'appelle Philippe Stackers. The coins pour the King's Secret. C'est bon, c'est magnifique, c'est beautiful, non? Mais les cartes, les m'aident. What you will need to practice is the choreography. You need to know where you've got each object and you need to practice the timing of it. The first phase gives really good misdirection for the dirtiest bit of the trick, for when you've got to do, I suppose, the move that everyone's going to worry about. But don't
worry about it because they've just turned over that card. As far as they're concerned, that's the end of the trick. And that is when you're going to be doing the dirty work. And I would keep the dirty work as simple as possible. Now, the tutorial is Matthew Wright. It's not very long, but he covers all of the basic moves. He covers all of the options and which ones he prefers to do. Also on the tutorial, they've got the tutorial from the Queen's Nose, because the tricks are so similar. They've got the tutorial of the Queen's Nose, which is Matthew and Mark discussing it, and that's really, really nice to hear how they think about the tricks and how they choreograph it and what they think is strong. And they also run over some various other moves perhaps that Matthew wouldn't do but Mark does, and vice versa. So that's really nice to see.
And this trick, perfect for your coronation. Really helps celebrate the day. But when we'll be having the street parties, come rain or shine, and magicians will be busy. Every magician should be having a gig at the coronation. And this trick really, really plays into that.
The coins are big and the coins are heavy, so you don't want too many of them in your pocket at once. So keep your revelations separated if you're going to do it for different people and you want the cards to change. Also, the King's coin, the commemorative one that's innocent on both sides, comes in a nice pouch, and I keep it in that pouch so I know which one I'm getting out of my pocket. All of this you can figure out really easy. You just got to run through it a few times, and this trick is fun. It is so enjoyable. It is right up my street because I love telling a load of porcupines of a big story before performing for anybody. It gets them warmed up, it's amusing, and you can really show your personality. So let's find out what the G says.
Alex!
Oh, do you like the coins? They look really special. Why do you keep dropping the cards all over the floor? This trick is good enough to do anytime, not just for the King's coronation. Thumbs up from me.
I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
So that's The King's Secret by Mark Bennett and Matthew Wright. $49.99 for the special edition, $29.99 for the standard edition. If you have enjoyed this review, then please do subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. If you haven't enjoyed it, get someone else to subscribe, because that will really, really help the channel too. And don't forget, if you really want to keep abreast of all of the latest releases of Monster Magic, I do a Saturday morning show. And this one was brilliant. Really, really good, really entertaining. So check that out, and until next time,